What's up, y'all? We back at it with another chapter of Kagurabachi Chapter 67. And damn if this chapter won't go it. Hey, yo, this chapter was crazy. We had some epic moments. I know I'm late with the video, but hey, look, I was out of town, rushing back to town to get y'all this video. So hopefully you guys cool with it. Let me put my phone on vibrate. We don't need no interruptions. Yo, I don't know what was more amazing. You know, Hiruhiko, his performance and everything he did, and how this dude is just a natural genius, and how he's constantly evolving in battle as the battle goes on. This dude is just like Chihiro. They're like polar opposites, and I love it. Like, he's the yin and you got Chihiro being the yang. Like, I love it. They both are just learning at such a fast rate, and I'm curious to see what this dude is going to be capable of once he gets his hands back on his enchanted blade, or once he has the guts to actually use his enchanted blade. We know right now Samura has them scared as hell, but hey, yo, he really impressed me in this chapter. And then, you know, Chihiro, he did his thing as well in this chapter. But there's a scene, and we're about to get to it when we start the actual review, but there's a scene where Lori, you know, Samura's daughter, is looking at the battle go on, and she looks through the peephole. And I like how this panel took the time out to show us, like, it didn't just show us what she was seeing, but they showed us how she was actually viewing it through the peephole. It had like that circle-like look lens, and you just see Chihiro messing up all these warriors. That was such a cool panel. In fact, this whole chapter was so amazing, it was hard for me to decide on what panel to choose for the thumbnail. Now, I already made my choice, and I had my thumbnail creator work on it, but let me know if I made the right choice, or if I should have went with another panel, because I really wanted to go with this panel, but I chose not to. But man, it was really cold. But I feel sorry for Lori, Samura's daughter. I feel really sorry for her, because she has to choose, man. It's like she can't have both. She can't have her memories. She can't know her past life and be with her friends. She could only be one or the other. Either go back to living that happy life and not know about your past or your memories, or keep your memories and you have to stay away from your friends because you don't want to endanger them with the secrets that you hold. Like, that's crazy that she has to choose this way. Why not both? I get it, they'll be in danger, but like, if she keep quiet, could she not have both? Would people be able to pick up on her lying? Or could she train and make herself strong so that wouldn't be the case? Like, I feel sorry for her. Like, she's in a sad position. And then you have it in this chapter where it comes to Chihiro, where all he's known since his father's death was fighting, was bloodshed. Like, she points it out in this chapter, and it makes you wonder, like, when all of this is over, like, there's no way this guy can go to living a normal life after the life he's just experienced for the past, 3 to 4 years of nonstop just bloodshed. There's no way he could go back to a normal life. And it's just like, dang, he's someone that should be, pitied as well, because forever he's going to be a changed man. And despite what happens, whether he get his revenge or not, there's nothing he can do to go back to that normal life, yo. And I think that's crazy as well when you think about that. Another thing I want to point out is, man, how long is it going to be before we see your girl, Hiyuki, jump back into the battle with her flame bone? Like, we ain't seen her since this arc really got jumping, for real. We seen her like when they were doing the meeting trying to decide what to do with Chihiro, but after that, we ain't seen her. I feel like she should be actually helping out in this situation as well. I would love to see how she fares against some of these, Hisoka group members. I would love to see how she would fare against them. Maybe even go up against Toto, because Toto, I feel like she might be a best kept secret. Hear me out. Just how in this chapter she's sitting down calm and collective. She looked like she may be the youngest member. Like she might even be younger than Hiko. I'm just calling him Hiko for short, as opposed to saying his whole name, but it's the guy that's in this chapter. But I wonder if she's actually younger than Hiko, just because she looks younger. And she reminds me of a character from Hunter x Hunter. In fact, she kind of looks like the cat that made Gon go crazy. Was it Petrie, or I can't think of the name right now. Watch, it comes to me once the video's over. That's always how it happens. I'll forget her name, then the video's over. That's the person I'm thinking of. But yeah, that's who she looks like to me, except she's not, like, she doesn't have cat ears. That's how Toto looks to me. But when it comes to Toto, I feel like she might be a kept secret where she might be extremely powerful just because how she's just so calm and collected while Hiko is fighting everybody. She's just sitting there like, yo, you want me to jump in and help? Like, if you need help, just let me know. I got you. And then, like, since Hiko didn't want to help, she just stayed there all calm and collected. And she wasn't worried or scared of anybody in the whole room. So that right there made me think she's going to be a super powerhouse. She might even be stronger than your boy Hiko, as well as being stronger than, I believe, the guy Kaguri. She might be stronger than both of these characters. She might even be the second strongest next to Yura. So we'll just have to wait and see. But the way she's just sitting there, I feel like she's something that we need to be careful and watch, because she might get the drop on somebody and it might be crazy. But you guys can let me know how y'all feel about that down below. But we about to get into this chapter review, man, and make sure you thumb up the video, subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. Your boy trying to get 1,000 likes on this video. You better make it happen. 1,000 likes. Well, yeah, I know it's a crazy number since it's a new channel, but we're going to do it, damn it. Y'all guys going to help me make my dreams come true, and I'm going to be here to make sure your dreams come true. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. So the chapter starts off where you got Hiko and Toto, they talking, and you got it where Hiko's like, yo, so you're saying Chihiro's alive. You see that this dude is excited. Like, yeah, a tear dropped from this dude's eyes. That shows you how crazy this guy is. He has a tear dropping from his eye because he sees Chihiro as his best friend, which is insane to me. I wonder if when it gets down to it, will he actually have the guts to kill Chihiro if he has the opportunity? Because he sees him as a best friend in his eyes, unless he just views best friends as people who kill one another. I don't know. The dude is crazy, so maybe that's how he views it. But you see a tear drop from his eye, and he's just like, yo, I see. And then you got it where Toto's like, yo, bruh, you crying right now? He's like, nah, I'm just pumped right now. Hey, yo, you know what? I'm gonna take everybody out nice and quick, man, real quick. Don't interfere. She's like, you sure you don't want my help? Nah, it's fine. I'll take them all on. And this dude is just that excited, that amped that Chihiro is still alive. And then you have it where she's like, all right, well, there's a number of swordsmen that work within this hotel, 50 to be exact, and they all was trained by this guy, the owner, the guy with the eye patch, and he has the Regine one sword style, and you see him walking with the sword saying like, yo, you gonna have to deal with me, you know what I'm saying, I'm the best there is. And then you got it where he's like, oh man, you, and yet you want to take me alone? Like, I got this. Hiko goes and pulls his sword out, but this guy instantly like comes and slashes and strikes at him. Now you have it where Hiko manages to block this attack, but he says like, yo, his blade is heavy. Now I don't know if it's from the angle, because maybe he put all of his weight on that strike, or is it just like the sword itself might be very dense and made out of a particular metal or weight to go with his sword style. I'm not really sure. But you have it where Toto, she's observing, she's like, yo, this can be a little dangerous. I hope Hiko is prepared for this. But you have it where this swordsman is getting the upper hand, the hotel owner. He's getting the upper hand in this battle. He's actually pushing Hiko back. And you have it where Hiko is thinking about, the one day of training that he had with Kaguri. And he's just like, yo, dang, I'm this far off. Like, yo, and I wanted to fight on equal terms with Chihiro, but if I'm struggling against this guy, there's no way I could go toe-to-toe with Chihiro. That's what he's thinking to himself. And then you have it where the hotel manager goes in for a strike, and you got this cold scene where, you could instantly see Hiko, he's evolving as a fighter. He's beginning to understand how to use a sword, because Toto goes to say like, yo, he's used to fighting with his curse power, his curse energy. He no longer has that because now he's a bearer of an enchanted blade, and he's not used to fighting with blades. Kaguri showed him a little something, but at the end of the day, he's not a true swordsman. But you have this moment where he's about to get strike. He decides to let go of his sword. He catches his sword. He clashes with the owner of the hotel, and you got it where, Toto's like, yo, you sure you don't need my help? And he's like, nah, I'm good. And you got it where the other members of that work for the hotel say like, yo, you barely avoided that attack. You talking trash? And then you have it where even the hotel owner is just looking like, And the next thing you know, his arm falls off. And that's insane to me. And he's just thinking in his head like, yo, the way that Hiko fights is so unpredictable, so unorthodox that it was hard for him to predict how he would actually attack him. He said he's not even sure where the blade came from when he was striked and lost his arm. And then you got it where he asks Hiko like, yo, who are you the disciple of? And he's like, yo, what makes you think I have a disciple? I'm a student of freedom. I'm like, yo. Then Hiko goes to say, there won't be a next time. Well, I'm not sure if Hiko said it or if the owner was thinking that. But one of them was pretty much thinking there won't be a next time, meaning that their next clash will be the final clash between the two of them. Then you got it where it jumps to Chihiro and he's talking to Lori, Samura's daughter, and you see that she's sad because she knows she has to make a choice between the life she has now and her former life, and she doesn't know which path to choose. You got it where she's like, yo, you've been here by my side this whole time, and Chihiro says like, nah, we've been rotating. And you have it where they're finishing up on the seal, and this part of the seal requires all three of them in order to make the seal, work. And so you have it where you find out Chihiro this whole time has been swapping out and training with these guys as opposed to actually getting some rest. So right now he should be a little fatigued. He has not slept at all. And you got it where she's thinking about how in her life, she has times where she competed with friends on tests, competed just in general, played around with her friends. She's thinking about all the different joys that she's had with her friendships within her current life. And she's looking at Chihiro as she explains this, and she's like, yo, you never experienced any of this. He said, nah, but it sounds peaceful. And that's what I mean when I said earlier, like, I don't think Chihiro will be able to go back to a normal life, even if he does get the revenge that he seeks. That's just how I'm feeling about it. And then you just have it where he tells her like, yo, you're gonna have a choice to make. You can't get both. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. But then you hear a knock on the door. Chihiro goes towards the door. Guy comes swinging, trying to stab him, and Chihiro managed to stop the guy and apprehend him. And he asks who the guy is. The guy says like, yo, he just was told he'll get paid a lot of money if he comes to this room. And then you have it where several, swordsmen are coming out the room. They're all grunts. And you have it where he closes the door and tell her he's going to protect Lori. And he goes to fight these guys. And you got this amazing panel of her looking through the peephole, and you got the oval shape of the peephole, and him just slashing everybody up. This is probably one of the coldest. It's another panel and it might be even colder, but this panel it's a tie for first. I'm gonna get to the next panel and I'm gonna let y'all choose. But yeah, this panel was just so cold, and you just see it where she's looking through the peephole, and eventually the peephole is completely covered with blood. Then she opens up the door, and see, that's a problem right there. Like, yo, he's fighting to protect you. Why the hell would you open the damn door? But she opens up the door, she sees everybody's done, taken out, and he says it's okay now. The next thing you know, you got it where he's telling her like, yo, we need to get to the roof so that they could perform, this ritual to remove your memories, because she says she wants to be with her friends. That's the choice she makes, or at least that's the way it seems. She wants to go back to school because she loves the life that she currently has. So it seems like she's made her choice. Then you have it where, Chihiro, he's a little upset with himself because he still struggled to use the new swordsmanship skills that he learned against these minor weaklings. And he's like, yo, man, these guys aren't even elite. So eventually he's going to have to face the elites, and the question is, will he have mastered his skill by that time? But you have it where he goes to the elevator door opens, and you got Hiko standing there with the head of the owner of the hotel. In that panel, like this, between this panel and the Pico panel, it was hard to say which one was the best, but you got him just standing there holding the head, and that young just looks so golden. And he's like, yo, Chihiro, I'm ready for you. Then you got it where he just looks back at Lori and says like, yo, don't worry, I promise to get you back. And that's how the chapter ends. Man, yo, this shit was so cold. Just him standing there holding the head like it's nothing. Little bit of blood on him, but he doesn't seem to be wounded. It appears to be the blood of his opponents. But he might be wounded and we don't know. Maybe he did take a strike from, the person he just faced off against the owner, and we just have yet to see. I feel like that would make them equal because Chihiro hasn't had no sleep, or at least that's how I'm perceiving it to be, that he hasn't had no rest. So I don't know, man, but let me know down below, what do y'all think about this chapter? This shit was insane for me. I don't know if I'm gonna drop the Ichi the Witch chapter tonight, considering the Super Bowl is about to start, or if I'm gonna drop it tomorrow along with my Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi. I'm not sure yet. Either way, just have your notifications turned on. But hopefully you liked this video. If you did, thumb it up, subscribe, hit the bell, 1,000 likes, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.